So can you tell me a little bit about, obviously you went through your schooling,
Yeah.
and then you started work here, didn't you? Tell
Yeah.
me about your first job.
My only job. Somebody on the refugee committee was a friend of the welfare person in Schofields, and I always said, I told her I only want, I wanted to go into retail, but only in Schofields. Why, I don't know. I don't think I'd been more than twice to Schofield, but I wanted to work there, and she got in touch with the welfare woman, and that's how I came into Schofields. I was one of the first 14-year-olds to go into the shop. All the others had to go in the workshops. A friend of mine was in the workshop for quite a few years. I was at a school with here, and then she managed the bureau. Do you remember the bureau? Yeah, well, she worked there. All the girls that I went with to school in Leeds, we're still all friends. In fact, we were all together yesterday at the diamond wedding. So we've kept friends. Most the ones that from school knew, but a lot of the other ones didn't realise I came from Germany. But you don't speak like a German.
And how did you get your naturalisation?
Oh, Mr. Schofield signed that. I've always got his signature, because he was a magistrate. One of the first years before I was naturalised, we had to have permission to leave to go to the coast, and we wanted to go to Scarborough, and I had to have permission from the police to go to Scarborough, to leave Leeds. The funny part was we'd been playing in the park. We'd been in the park, and when we came from the park, a mailman passed us, and oh, that's my certificate, my permission in there, and it was. We lived near the little park, near a small park, and we used to go there. And I did, and when I got back to the house, it was. He'd delivered it personally. The mail had come specially with it, because I was going away. We were going away the next day, and we couldn't go. The first time we'd been away on holiday, 3 girls.
And how did you meet your lovely Jack?
Oh, I met him. He was on leave from the army, and when he came back, actually I was going out with somebody else at the time, but I started going out with Jack. We were going out together for about 2 years before we got married.
And how long have you been married?
61 years in August. Lifetime, isn't it?
Mm. And you ran a business together, didn't you?
Yes, for 50 years. We worked together. I always say we worked together, slept together, we never argued.
I think it's wonderful that you made such a wonderful new life for yourself when you arrived here, with help, obviously.
With help, yes, yes. As I say, they always say I was one of the lucky ones, which is true. Not everybody was as, I mean, the family, believe me, weren't wealthy or anything. He was working, he used to work day and night. He used to make coats at night. But I was accepted and treated no different. I've been quite happy here. I went back to the continent for a year when I was poorly. I had pleurisy, and they would have liked me to stay. I said, no, I'm going back, my job's there. They were keeping the job for me at Schofield, so I was going back to work. And I had a family here. I was away quite about a year. I spent it with the continental friends and family that I had. We've been back for holidays once or twice, but we never had much time for holidays.
Grafters.
Yeah. Now that we've got time for holidays, we haven't got the money, haven't got the energy.